So, good day, everyone. I'll start my report with a brief introduction about pottery in the Philippines. So, one special thing about pottery is that it does not disintegrate over time. Unlike other materials such as cloth and textile, this means that every even after many years, sometimes hundreds or even thousands, pottery can still be found in a good condition. Because of this, pottery is an excellent material for an archaeological study. When archaeologists find pieces of pottery, it helps them learn more about how ancient Filipinos lived, what they ate, how they cooked, and even their cultural practices. Also, pottery represents various traditions in different parts of the country. Each region has its own unique style, shape, and design which reflects their identity and way of life. So by studying pottery, we also learn about the traditions and history of early Filipino communities. Now let's look at some examples of pottery found in the Philippines. So first, we have the Manungol jar. This is one of the most famous burial jars in the country. It was discovered in Palawan and is believed to date back to Neolithic period. This jar has a very meaningful design and it also shows how early Filipinos believed in life after death. The next one is the ancient jar, the wild boar vessel from Casiguran, Sorsogon. This jar is a shape like a wild boar, showing how early Filipinos also made pottery with artistic and symbolic designs. It reflects the creativity and connection to nature. The next one is the four-breasted jar from Calapan, Mindoro. This is considered an ethnic masterpiece because of its unique shape and detailed design. It shows the traditional craftsmanship of the people in Mindoro. And lastly, we have the pots of the north, such as Ilocano Burnay and the Kalinga Lidded Jar. So these are practical types of pottery used for storing water, grains, and other goods. But aside from their use, they also have cultural significance in their communities. So these examples prove that pottery in the Philippines is not just for daily use, but also a form of art and cultural expression that has been passed down through generations. So let's now talk about the ethnic tradition of pottery, particularly that is used in everyday life by early Filipinos. So first, we have the palayok. This is the traditional cooking pot in the Philippines and it's made of clay and has been used for many generations. So before modern cookware like aluminum or steel, Filipinos used palayok to prepare their meals. One special thing about the palayok is that it gives food a distinct earthy flavor and it also helps keep the food warm for a long time. The next one is the tapayan and banga. These clay jars have many important functions in daily life. They were used as containers for liquid like water and also for fermenting rice, vinegar, or alcoholic drinks. They were also used in the curing of bagoong or fermented fish, which is a common traditional Filipino food. So aside from being useful, these jars also reflect the resourcefulness and traditions of early Filipino communities. Until now, some households, especially in rural areas, still use palayok and tapayan because they're practical and environment friendly. Now let's talk about the different traditions that represents Philippine pottery. We have the Sayawin Kalanay pottery, the Valaches tradition, and the Bao Malay pottery tradition. So, first, the Sayawin Kalanay pottery tradition is believed to have started around 500 BC to 500 AD. It shows the early connections between the Philippines and the other Southeast Asian countries. This pottery under this tradition is usually well polished and decorated with incised or impressed designs. These were often used in rituals or burials. So the Sayuan pottery tradition is subdivided into four pottery complexes. each with its own unique features and history. First is the Kalanay Pottery Complex. So this pottery type is generally plain with round bodies and plain flared rims. Its design are made through incisions arranged in horizontal series of diagonal line combinations, which are bounded by straight wavy lines. So one important detail is that cord marked pottery is absent in this complex. So Kalanay pottery was found in Cotabato and Batangas. So the second one is the Tabon Pottery Complex. This complex was found in various cave sites in western Palawan, including the famous Tabon Caves. It is distinct for its cord-marked pottery found in earlier cave sites and simpler designs in later sites. It dates back to around 200 BC, making it one of the oldest pottery traditions in the country. The third one is the Bago Panto Pottery Complex. This type is often classified with the Kalanay Pottery Complex since 17 of its vessels were unearthed at the Kalanay cave site. It is known for its superior quality, material, and artistry. Unlike Kalanay, incisions are rare in Bagopanto pottery, making it a bit more refined in appearance. The last one is the Asin Pottery Complex and will be reported by Miss Bantilan. So, these pottery complexes are proof of the rich history and creativity of early Filipinos.